Welcome back, folks, to the show All That with your host Solomon Sal Whitfield, featuring the gentleman 060418 Johnny again on the All That podcast. Johnny, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, Johnny. Now, Johnny, we did an earlier show, and you were gracious enough to come back for the second show. Is there anything from the earlier show you want to talk about, or is there anything that just whatever? Throw something out there for us, Johnny. Get the ball rolling. Put the ball in my court, Johnny.
Okay. All right. How about what is your favorite oldies song? You're just one oldies song that you have to.
Can't do that, Johnny. Cannot do that.
Just give me one.
Can't do that, Johnny. There's so many. Can't do that.
I know, but which one did you listen to most in high school?
In high school, okay, I'm thinking now back there in the day with High Lit, Jerry Blavitt, Joe Niagara, WIBG, I believe it was radio station coming from Philadelphia. I think I've always been one of the songs I used to like was the Four Tops, Just Ask the Lonely. You remember that song?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing it, but yeah, that was a song that I liked. But then again, like when I first saw Neil Diamond on the show when he did Cherry Cherry.
Okay.
And then who else? I'm trying to think. Who else did I see on the show? I mean, there was a lot of folks, but I mean, those two kind of stuck with me. Bob Dylan kind of stuck with me too, and Gladys Knight. I mean, music is wow. I mean, I think it's very difficult to just say I got one favorite song.
Right.
Also like the Flamingos, where I Only Got Eyes for You, and that's like about a 50 song, a doo-wop.
Yeah, I like a lot of doo-wop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crooning. You know, see, what I'm going through right now in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back in the past right now, and in my mind, I'm replaying the high school dances. You know, all that kind of music that we listened to back then. You know.
Is that because that was a time when, I understand you're youthful, but it was a time when there was no responsibilities, you were just a young person, just, is that some of it?
Plus I had two good knees back then too.
Oh, that's true. And a very bright football future back then.
That's right, out of Akron.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when we used to joke about that. I mean, like I said, there's like when you talk about music. I mean, I'm thinking about Paul Revere and the Animals, Three Dog Night. I mean, I know Temptations are out there, Steve Miller Band. Right now, I'm hooked on. I can't get off it either. Depeche Mode with Enjoy the Silence.
Oh yeah, Depeche Mode is great.
Yeah, I'm just in it, and then comes with a little bit of David Bowie with We Could Be Heroes. Okay, and then I can go to Third World with Now That We Found no. Yeah, Now That We Found Love, or Try My Love. I can go to that. I can do. Oh man, there's so much music back there. I remember I was joining music when I was living up in northern Jersey, man. Like being close to New York, you know, some of the music was just unbelievable. You know, D Train. I don't know if you know D Train. Man, there was so much music. It was unbelievable, man.
Yeah. Well, back in our band days, you know, I actually went to see, Rick Derringer.
Rick Derringer?
I don't remember him. Rock and Roll Hoochie Goo.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I know the song.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, I went to see him. And right now, I've been going to a lot of blues concerts in a small town. Very small venue, but they're getting some big names.
Or you listen to John Lee Hooker?
No.
Okay.
But I do like him. But the people that they're getting are great guitar players, as I want to see, because they're good guitar players, and like Walter Trout.
Or Jeff Beck?
Jeff Beck is great.
Yep.
But when he plays, you got to have an arm and a leg to push in the bank there.
Okay.
These other guys that I see there, the tickets are more affordable.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, so you going to these concerts and that I mean that's helping you as far as do your writing and your blues material?
Yeah, I think it does. It gives me a little more creative. And while I'm at the concert, my mind is nowhere other than the concert.
Okay.
It's not thinking about my aches and pains or of life and things like that. It's just like I'm just focused on the music, having a good time. I'm there with my son, and we're just living life for the time being right there.
What about a song about the relationship of a father and a son? I think Willie Nelson did something recently. I'm not sure if it's recently, but a piece with his son. I can't tell you the name of it, but I saw it on somebody was viewing it on their TV, and I saw it, and it was pretty powerful.
Well, there's a country and western song. I don't know the name of it, but the guy that's singing it talks about his son, his young son, that they got a Corvette to fix up because he was a car guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on and on and on, and I can't. It's been a long time since I heard it, but it reminds me a lot of my oldest son and I.
Yeah. Right. Okay, no, I see that. So you can put all those things together and create this song. How do you know if it's good or bad, or does it matter if other people connect with it, or how's all that? What's that process like?
Well, just one of those deals that if I am happy with it, then it doesn't matter.
Okay. I got you. So you have your goals to meet and your expectation, and as long as you meet them for yourself, it doesn't really matter with anybody else who wants to evaluate this or whatever. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
And if you want to be real about it, if I like it, this is not to be boastful, but if I like it, then I'm a very hard critic on myself. You know that.
True.
But if I like it, it should be okay for other people.
And if it's not, too bad. No, you're laughing. Too bad, man.
If not, have another beer and maybe it'll get better as time goes on.
Well, I know a lot of musicians, they say that, the more you drink, the better they sound. But
that's right.
But I have huge I have huge respect for the folks that go up there and entertain people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put it on the line for them, you know what I mean? What they practice, what they want to put out there, and but move the crowd and get them involved. And I mean, I think that's great. I think that's a nice way of communicating or expressing yourself, and and connecting with people. So we're looking forward to that. Now, anything with the Nova now, the 66 Nova, anything you want to change?
67, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, 67, sir. Okay, let's get that right. The last show I remember saying 66, and you agree with that, but that's all right. And I can go play that back if I have to, but that's all right. But thank you.
No.
Have you? Well, first of all, like I said, I'm expecting you to sing me a ringtone with the headers open when you do. Okay. And have you changed, or is there anything that you want to do to that car this summer?
Oh, there's a
Okay.
The finances and stuff aren't there for what I want to do to it, but the main thing is just drive it more this year than I did last year.
Okay.
I'm working on getting a garage close to where I live,
Okay.
so I can have better access to it than where it's at right now.
Yeah, you were a guy who was telling me, which I found to be very true. A lot of, it's a good thing to put out there now. A lot of people will get into the car thing. One of the things you got to think about, and like you brought to my attention, is that you go out and you buy these vintage, classic, muscle cars, rare car, or you just say somebody's just getting started in some kind of old car. You need a place to have to work on it. I mean, that's one of the first things you say. You need a shop where you got it set up and everything else, but you definitely need a place that you can get it out of the weather, because those cars sitting on the grass for a year outside with a big sign for sale, you can keep it.
Yeah.
I don't need the rust coming with it, the corrosion, the electronics part. I don't need all that. And if you didn't think about that, then I know you really, to me, it's just nah. So yeah, you got to make sure that you set it up on so you have a place to work on your vehicle and keep it out of the elements and everything else. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, where it's at right now, it's where I rebuilt the car originally, but since that is pretty far away from where I live right now, I just want to get the car closer to me.
Okay.
And I'm working on it, like I said, I'm working on the garage. It's only like 2 miles from where I'm living right now, and if I can obtain that, that'll be a good thing because I can drive it a lot more then.
Okay, and that bad boy gets pretty good gas miles with them 2 4s side by side I saw up on it. Beautiful manifold. I seen that before somewhere.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. And
that's why I had to have that.
Well, I take that I definitely take that as a compliment.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's it sounds great too with that with the gear drive on it, other than the timing chain.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah. So now, also before we go, let's move on to something here because let's pick up the pace here. We're laughing before about relationships and everything else. You wanted to ask me some kind of question or something. What did you want to ask me? Go ahead. We don't hold anything back around the show. Go ahead, ask me a question.
About E.T.?
Yeah, if you want to ask me about E.T., I'll talk about E.T. We got about a minute and a half.
Okay, bring up old E.T.
Well, you mentioned something about, we were talking about dating and everything else, and you moved on, you know what I mean, and you kind of forgave the person that was in your relationship that you spent, I don't know, all those years with, what, about three decades almost?
25 years.
Okay. And you forgave those people and you wishing them best. You had peace with them. You had peace with you. Boom, boom, boom. You moved on. And we're talking about if a lady came up to you now and say, "Hey, I want to get with you." You say, "I'm good with that," but she gotta look good.
Yeah.
She can't look like E.T.
No. And there's certain gray hair that I don't like. There's certain gray hair that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna have gray hair up in there, it's gotta look good.
Well, I seen some ladies with gray hair be very attractive, buddy.
Oh yeah, I was in the Tractor Supply the other day, and I'm like, whoa.
You had the goof. You had the goof eyes.
No, I actually was going to tell her that she was very attractive, but I didn't say anything to her because I just don't.
Oh, you were afraid that maybe it might have been a sexual harassment or something like that?
Absolutely.
Well, look here, buddy. Unfortunately, I can't talk about E.T. because we're closing out. We got like five seconds. What do you want to say in closing?
I see what you did there. You sidetracked me.
What do you want to say in 5 seconds?